everyone, welcome back to Pambrie channel. Today I want to dedicate this video to those that want to get into RC racing. This is my very first buggy 1/8 scale right here. I'm very proud about this car. This is my first buggy car that I have owned. It is an Sworkz S35-3E. Is an electric 1/8 scale buggy right here. So what I wanted to do is that I wanted to go through this car and how it behaves on the track and how I race it and things like that. Okay, and which component is actually need to be replaced. And it is very important that you replace these components. So yeah, and then my breakage and things like that. I just want to tell you straight off, because not a lot of people are telling you straight off, or maybe it's in different languages and things like that. It's not entirely a setup video. Like I'm not gonna go into that so much, but I'm gonna go in like what you really need to get this thing built and up and running. Firstly, you have to assemble the kit, aka you bought this box. I think it's 400 to 500 bucks. You bought the kit. I'm pretty sure that each local different hobby shop, I think it's $5.69 or something. But you bought this, and then you're gonna need to assemble this. Now I highly recommend, if you're getting a kit buggy, have someone experienced build it for you. Now you know why? Because they know all the thing about the buggy already. Now if you're gonna build it yourself, it's gonna be a hassle, and I don't recommend it. Even though you have to pay for the service, I think it's well worth it. Next thing is let's get into some of the part that I think is actually nice to have, and you should upgrade them right away. So I'm gonna brought it up here. Servo arm. This is possibly one of the thing that is very important. Aluminum servo arm. Without these, the plastic one will not hold up that well. I recommend this part a lot. Second thing is counterclockwise screw. I have the code right here. As there's another YouTuber, I think his name is Ryan Lee. He also recommend this part of the chock hex screw, count anti-clockwise. Make sure it's this part, this number, and they'll come in 4 of them, but only 2 of the black screw will work as an anti-clockwise screw. And you need to put it on here. Just remember this, okay? Front right, rear left. That's all you have to remember, and that's all good. As for the component inside, it's actually up to you what you want to choose right here. I chose my ESC as taken. These are taken, and this one, I think the motor torque is really high, aka it's a little bit too powerful. I would still get maybe a lower kV kind of a motor. This one is 2600. This thing is a beast. This thing rip, and it's fast. This servo 1288G, I think it's called SG for Sworkz. Sworkz, they made a really good servo. So yeah. So where am I right now? In terms of like just showing you how after it's built and install all these in. You're also gonna need your own receiver. I'm just telling you, I'm just telling these things for the new people that really want to get, like, you know, the kit buggy, and you know, they really need to know these things. Radio, I'm using this one, Sanwa MT4. The receiver is in here. It's an old model. It's quite big, but you can get a lower one. I mean, a different one, which is much smaller. Mine is really old and quite big for its size. Now let's get into breakage. Before I talk about the behavior of the car, I want to talk about breakages. Okay, you will come across this too. Firstly, screw. And you see these plate, it's been run. Okay, I had a really good time with it. Now these screw will come loose, and you have to check them. Mine come off on the plate itself. Okay, so these one are the one that really you need to check every race. Don't lose. If you lose the screw, make sure you replace them. Make sure that you have a spare screw. Now you might ask, Pambrie, where can I find a spare screw? Your any hex like these hex, you just have to remember its number. This one, 5 or 2.5, 1.5. You just ask the local hobby shop, ask if they have the same screw, and purchase a set of them. My recommendation is to also purchase an aftermarket. Say if you have Banggood, if you have Amazon, if you have eBay, or Lazada, or Shopee, whatever your online shopping is, search for buggy 1/8 screw and buy a box of a screw. Now I have the short course truck right here. On my right is a tractor slash. I came from that to this. Now I can tell you that the speed is so vastly different. Now that is having to do with these battery. Now this one is a 3S LiPo. I was gonna run this in a normal slash 4x4. That did not go well. My spur gear and my pinion completely just crushed each other, and it doesn't work out so well. Now for these buggy, they use the 4S LiPo. Of course you can train with the 3S. It also works just fine. The thing is that but you want to train with 4S and then just trim your remote. So instead of you see my remote right here, and then you look at EPA, sorry, the DR right here, DR, you can see how much is the rate on this. This one is steering, throttle, brake. Now if it's too much, you're not confident, lower this down. Okay, lower this down. It will make the car go a little bit slower, and when you crash, it's not going to damage your car as much. Important, okay, important. Next one, EPA. For steering, and you need to find like the optimum, the highest you could turn without the servo just go clack 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 clack. Like it will make like a really loud noise. I wanted to show you, but my battery is dead and I haven't put the wheel on. But this is important on your remote. If you don't have this this kind of remote, like a digital one, you have to find the knob to turn it. Okay. Next one is the throttle. I put it at 120. That is the max right there. But I highly recommend you look at DR right here, and just trim the throttle down. TH right here for throttle. I want you to trim it down if you're not confident yet. You thanks me later. Save you a lot of money. Not to break stuff. Okay, now let's see. I was talking about battery, right? So you run these battery, it will be very fast, 4S LiPo. Now I can go on how to, like, you know, start your battery and thing like that, but I want it to be about this car, and so I will continue. Spring. Now this is the part that broke first. My left or my right shock right here broke. Shaft. The shaft got cut in half. And I didn't crash hard. It just broke in half. So I was shocked. Why does it happen? Apparently, this car, the weak point is at the shock itself. This one is 16mm shock right here, which means that it doesn't have the it's not as strong as the 7mm shock in the newer model. So, and also the spring, you should change the spring out. This one is a lighter spring. Of course, I can compress it much easier. But the black one that I have in front is definitely much more springy and absorbent than absorb the impact better than these springs. So I still would recommend to get that. Tires also very important inside the buggy car. So choosing a tire, I would recommend you you go with these like dessert tire right here. This one is a Lewis tire, a Lewis RC Louise. I keep them in Ziploc so that they retain their optimum you know, nice and tough right here. These one that on my short course I didn't put on these. They're very soft now. Now let's talk about after you run the buggy. Most importantly is to clean your buggy and to keep it in top shape and form. I have told you that the screw come off loose. You should check on the bottom of this chassis whether you have any loose screw. This is how you take care of your buggy. Now, you can use Sworkz, you can use WD-40. That is the one that most of the racers use, WD-40. Keep these like aluminum part and all these metal part, like, you know, keep the dust away. And you really should do that. So after you run your car and you're done on the track, make sure you use the blower to blow everything. Make sure you blow it away. For example, when I holding my blower, I blow it this way, so the dust go that way, and it wouldn't come to my ESC. Importantly, blow the dust that way, blow the dust that way. Same with here, blow dust that way, blow dust that way. Then you start spraying. Spray this top. So like also just spray it away from the ESC. That there, a little bit there, and just avoid all the servo and electric on the middle right there. I would highly recommend that you don't spray it inside the ESC. That good way to ruin your ESC right there. But after that, your car should look like new, just like this. I mean, it looked really dirty when I run it. But oh yeah, I have been rambling on, but I haven't talked about the characteristic of this car yet. Okay, let's sum it up. This car is very good at cornering. Now, why is it good at cornering? What it do is that it do this. It drift. So in the corner, instead of you like just turning and just go like a normal thing, it drifts like that and it just jump. It just jump off the next hill like a boss. So plenty of power. It can just jump right away. It have plenty of torque in this thing. Really no complaint at all. And also when you're placing your buggy, make sure that it have the clearance to make the shock go all the way down, and don't place it on the floor. That is possibly another good one. As for the characteristic is it does that, then it does the drifting. A jump is nice. It will usually go like this, and then in the air it's like that. So what you do is that you brake a little bit, and it go like that, and then it can come down. Usually it's on demand. This middle shaft is not bent. You see, it's not bent or anything. I think it's quite a durable truck. After I broke this, I haven't broke anything else. And I don't plan to break anything on these RC. I really love my car and I don't want to break anything. But if it happens, then I'll have to fix it. So as a racer, what I can recommend from running a 1/8 scale buggy is that you know, you have to take it in your own pacing. Okay, sometimes you just like watch like other like good racer or whatnot, like just like zoom past you and they do this like insane jump and you can't do it. You don't have to. Okay, roll over the hill if you have to. I mean, I do jump normally. Okay, I've been running this buggy, but I'm just telling people that are just brand new or just getting into the hobby, or when I'm running this first time, I take it slow so I don't break anything. If you take it too fast, of course it's insane. I mean, this is not cheap by all means. As for the control on these one, you can only, for example, you only just do that. You never go full throttle on this thing. You only do a little bit. Perhaps when you're doing a jump like that much, but I never go like that on 4S. That doesn't happen. Brake does happen in midair and you want to control it. And there are many advanced tips on buggy which I cannot do yet. I'm sorry, but I cannot do those like, you know, turn the wheel and make the buggy like you know, just do that in midair and just go down faster. I cannot do that just yet. I just want to make this video so that I can inform people about this buggy itself, the Sworkz S35-3E, because there's not a lot of video. I mean, even though there are video, they just say, "Oh, this is great, and I'm like, Anyway, I hope that you found this enjoyable, and I mean, this rig has been great to me. I mean, I haven't broke anything else other than the front shock tower. Cost me around $30 to repair. As you can see, I have this one right here. So I purchased the part for the shaft and the shock plastic one. Yeah, $30, not too bad. Tire is important. Keep in these like bead lock style kind of a thing. Don't lose your screw nut. Make sure that you turn the screw nut inward. Wait, I want to show you my screw nut. I hope that I'm not. Well, it's not here. But the thing is that you use the rougher one. Place it on the inside. Okay, there are just two parts of the screw nut. Okay. Since I cannot find it, I think it's in here. What happened is that there are two parts of the screw nut. Okay, you want the one with the rougher surface to be inside. The one that have the cleaner surface on the outside. I want to show you guys. This is also important because I didn't know this until it's What the hey? I have two. Did I? What the hey is this? Why did I have two of this? Many. I might have mistakenly taken my friend's wrench and tools. Oof. Apparently it's not here. What? Well. Usually I put it together with the tire itself so that you never lose the screw. Very important though. But since I cannot find it, you just have to take my word for it. Is there anything I can tell you about this? Well, have fun. I mean, you might need a hammer. I bought a hammer, look, so that I can straighten up these shafts. Aha, you see these bent shafts? Smack them, okay? It just smacked them. Okay, this has gone for too long. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Please help me like and subscribe on this channel. I would really appreciate it. Let's just get my buggy into the frame again. Oh boy. Well, there we go. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. And I hope that you enjoyed the video.